Hello friends, in the last session we saw and learned the basics of Docker Hub Registry. And so now basically we have some understanding on what are Docker registries, Docker repositories and Docker images. So friends, now here in this session we will see how we can create the Docker Hub repositories inside the Docker Hub registries. So friends, before proceeding this session, let me remind you once again that Docker Hub is the default public registry of Docker. And whenever we pull any Docker image using Docker image pull command, then the first time that image gets downloaded from the Docker Hub registry to our local machines. Now friends, there are two types of user-defined Docker repositories, that is the public Docker repositories and the private Docker repositories. And friends, here in this session we will create our own public Docker repositories inside the Docker Hub registry. So friends, the first thing which needs to be done for creating the user-defined Docker repositories inside the Docker Hub registry is to create the Docker Hub registry account. And friends, the creation of Docker Hub account is very simple. For this we have to go to the hub.docker.com URL in the browser. So let me go to the browser. And here let us go to the hub.docker.com URL. And then you have to click here on the sign up for Docker Hub button. And now you have to fill only these three fields to create the Docker Hub account. The second and the third field here is just the email ID and the password fields. And the first one is the Docker Hub ID. So here friends, you can give any ID of your choice. But Docker will accept this ID from you only if this ID which you are providing is not already been taken by any other already existing user. So let me show you this. So friends, let me try to create a Docker Hub account with the ID of one of my already registered Docker Hub account. And now let me type my password and email ID. So friends, now I have filled all the three fields over here. So now let me click on this continue button down to create the Docker Hub account. And here we can see friends the error message saying that this username is already been taken. So friends, after creating the Docker Hub account, you can again go to the hub.docker.com URL. And now you can click here on the sign in button for logging into the Docker Hub account. And the only information you need to provide here to sign in inside the Docker Hub account is the Docker ID and the password which we provided at the time of registering to the Docker Hub account. So now friends, once you will log in, you will get a view like this. And here we can see we are now getting few more options which we were not getting when we were not logged in. Like here we can see the options like repositories, organizations. So friends, if we now click on this repositories tab over here, then we can see the create repository button over here. So let us click on this create repository button. And here we can see some of the fields which we have to fill to create the Docker repository. So friends, here the first field is already filled for us. And the value for this field is the Docker Hub ID. The ID with which the Docker Hub account is created. And friends, there is no option to change this value. So friends, make sure to choose a meaningful Docker Hub ID when you create your Docker Hub account. As friends, this ID gets appended to the image names which are pushed to the Docker Hub registries. Now friends, here in this field we need to provide the repository name. So let me provide the repository name as my first Docker repo. And here friends, the third field is optional, which is related to the description of the Docker repository. So let me put some text over here. And now friends, the last field which we can see over here is the visibility field, which has two values, public and private. So friends, this is nothing but related to choice whether we want to create our repository as private Docker repository or public Docker repository. So friends, in case if we create the public Docker repository, then it can be accessible by anyone in the world. That is, anyone can be able to download the images from this repository. but no one will be able to change or modify this repository. But friends, if we go for private Docker repository, then no one would be able to even download the images from this repository. Also friends, one more important thing to know over here is that we can create any number of public Docker repositories free of cost per Docker Hub account, but Docker allows us to create only one free private repository per Docker Hub account. So friends, in case you need to create more than one private repository, then you have to pay some amount for that to the Docker Hub. So now friends, let us go little down and let us click on the create button here. And here we can see friends that our public Docker repository with name myfirstdockerrepo got created successfully. And we are also redirected to the repository page, which looks exactly similar to any other Docker repositories present inside the Docker Hub. So friends, now let us repeat the process of creating the Docker Hub repository. And now let us create one more public Docker repository. So let us click again on the repositories tab over here. And let us click on the create repository button. And this time let us give the repository name as myubuntu. And now let us give some description. And here let us select the repo type as public in the visibility field. And now again let us come down and click on this create button to create this repository. And with this friends, myubuntu public Docker repository also got created successfully inside the Docker Hub registry. So friends, with this here in this session we saw how we can create the Docker Hub account. And then we learned how we can create the Docker repositories inside the Docker Hub registries. And we demoed this by creating two public repositories, one with name myfirstdockerrepo and other with name myubuntu. Now friends, before learning more about Docker Hub, let us see what are Docker files, how to create the Docker files, how to build the custom images using Docker files in few upcoming sessions. So friends, see you in the next session. Till then, take care, tata, bye bye.